Hi, everyone. It's an honor to be here with all of you today. We often go through life seeking comfort, avoiding discomfort, and trying to make things as easy as possible. But the truth is, some of the most profound changes we go through are painful ones. Change can challenge us in ways that feel overwhelming, even impossible at times. However, those very changes, though difficult, are necessary for our growth, our success, and our ultimate transformation. Today, we will explore the idea that some changes are painful but necessary, and how those painful moments are often the very catalyst that push us toward the greatness we're capable of achieving. Thank you for being here, and I'm excited to dive into this topic with you all. Let's take this journey together. When you hear the word change, what comes to mind? For many, it's discomfort, uncertainty, or even fear. That's because change disrupts our comfort zones, shakes the foundations of what we know, and often forces us to confront truths we'd rather avoid. Yet it's precisely in those moments of discomfort and pain where the greatest growth takes place. Some changes come as a gentle nudge, like a quiet whisper reminding you to take a different path. Others arrive like a storm, upending everything in their wake, leaving you questioning everything you thought you knew. No matter how it shows up, change has a purpose. And while that purpose may not always be clear in the moment, it's important to trust that there's something greater waiting on the other side. Painful change often feels unfair. You lose a job you love, the relationship ends, or your health takes a turn. You may feel blindsided, asking yourself why this is happening or if you're being punished. But the truth is, change doesn't happen to hurt you. It happens to elevate you. It strips away what no longer serves you, even if you don't realize it yet. It pushes you to grow in ways you never would have chosen on your own. And about the process of growth itself. When a seed is planted, it's buried in the dark unseen. Or it must break open, endure the pressure of the soil, and push through the ground to reach the light. That's not an easy process, it's a struggle. Yet without it, there's no transformation, no blooming, no life. Similarly, every painful change you experience is like that seed breaking open. It's preparing you to rise, to stretch beyond your limits, and to embrace the light of your full potential. Painful change also teaches us resilience. It shows us that we are stronger than we think, capable of enduring and overcoming challenges we never imagined we could face. When you look back on your life, I guarantee you'll find moments when you thought you couldn't go on, but you did. Those moments weren't just tests, they were opportunities to discover your inner strength. Each trial, each setback, each moment of heartbreak shaped you into the person you are today. And if you're still standing, it means you're stronger than any pain you faced. Sometimes change is painful because it forces us to let go. Letting go is one of the hardest things to do because it often feels like losing a part of yourself. But holding on to what's familiar just because it's comfortable can keep you stuck. Imagine carrying a backpack filled with rocks. Over time, it becomes unbearable. Yet you refuse to put it down because you've gotten used to it. Painful change asks you to release those rocks, to lighten your load so you can move forward freely. It's not easy, but it's necessary. There's a lesson in every painful change, even if you can't see it right away. Sometimes the loss is about self-worth, realizing you deserve better than the situation you were in. Other times it's about patience or learning to trust the timing of your life. Painful change teaches us to surrender, to stop clinging to what was and to embrace what is. It's not about giving up, it's about letting go of control and trusting that the universe, God, or whatever higher power you believe in has a plan for you. One of the most challenging aspects of painful change is the feeling of being alone. When your world is turned upside down, it can feel like no one understands what you're going through. But you're not alone. Change is a universal experience. Every person you admire, every success story you've heard includes moments of painful change. The people who inspire us didn't avoid pain, they faced it head on and used it as a stepping stone to greatness. Denzel Washington once said, "Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship." Think about that for a moment. When life is easy, we tend to stay where we are. We get comfortable, complacent even. It's the hardships, the painful changes that force us to grow, to push us to reevaluate our goals, to develop new skills, to find solutions we never considered. Without them, we'd never reach our full potential. Embracing painful change also means shifting your perspective. Instead of seeing it as something to fear, see it as a teacher. Ask yourself, what is this experience trying to teach us? How can I grow from this? It's not about ignoring the pain or pretending it doesn't hurt. It's about finding meaning in the struggle and using it to fuel your progress. Think about the people who've overcome incredible challenges. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison, yet he emerged as a leader who changed the course of history. Oprah Winfrey faced poverty, abuse, and rejection before becoming one of the most influential figures in the world. And these stories remind us that painful change is often the precursor to greatness. If they had given up in the face of pain, the world would have been robbed of their light. And the same is true for you. Your story matters. Your struggles, your triumphs, they have the power to inspire others to make a difference. Remember, change is not something that happens overnight. It's a process, and that process can be messy, uncertain, and yes, painful. But every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Celebrate those small wins. Acknowledge your progress, even if it feels slow. Healing takes time, growth takes time, and transformation takes time. Be patient with yourself. And it's also important to surround yourself with the right people during times of painful change. Seek out those who uplift and support you, who encourage you to keep going even when you feel like giving up. At the same time, be mindful of those who may try to hold you back. Not everyone will understand your journey, and that's okay. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your growth. As you navigate painful changes, hold on to hope. Hope is a powerful force. It reminds you that better days are ahead, that the pain you're feeling now is temporary. It's a reminder that every storm runs out of rain, every night gives way to morning, and every ending is the beginning of something new. Your pain has a purpose. It's shaping, refining you, and preparing you for what's next. Don't resist it. Lean into it. Trust that the discomfort you're feeling is a sign that you might break of something greater. Painful change isn't here to break you, it's here to build you. So when you find yourself in the midst of painful change, take a deep breath. Remind yourself that you've survived every challenge life has thrown your way so far, and you'll survive this one too. In fact, you won't just survive, you'll thrive. Because painful change, as difficult as it may be, is the birthplace of transformation. It's where the old you makes way for the new you. It's where your potential becomes your reality. The next time you're faced with a painful change, don't ask, why me? Instead, ask, what's next? What's next is a stronger, wiser, and more resilient version of you, and that version of you is unstoppable. Change is inevitable. Change is an unshakable part of life, woven into the fabric of existence. No matter how much we try to will, life constantly evolves, pulling us along with it. Seasons change, people grow, circumstances shift, and the world never stands still. This unrelenting flow is a reminder that change is not something we can control or evade. It simply happens. And resisting only prolongs discomfort, while accepting it allows us to move forward with grace and resilience. Throughout history, those who embrace change have often found themselves thriving, while those who resist it struggle to adapt. If I think of nature itself, a tree must lose its leaves in autumn to prepare for the new growth of spring. Similarly, life's transitions, though sometimes challenging, are necessary for renewal and transformation. Whether it's moving to a new city, stepping into a new role, or facing the end of a relationship, change often pushes us beyond our comfort zones, but it also brings growth and opportunity. However, the inevitability of change can be unsettling. It often arrives uninvited, disrupting the stability we've worked hard to build. In those moments, fear and uncertainty can take hold. It's essential to remember that change doesn't signal the end. Rather, it marks a new beginning. Each shift in life carries potential for betterment, even if it feels difficult at first. And the discomfort is temporary, but the lessons and strength gained from it can last a lifetime. Ultimately, accepting that change is inevitable frees us from the anxiety of trying to control every aspect of life. It allows us to focus on how we respond to the circumstances rather than wishing things would stay the same. Life is a series of seasons, each one offering its unique gifts and challenges. And it's the sooner we embrace the reality of change, the more we empower ourselves to grow, adapt, and flourish in its wake. Painful change serves a purpose. Painful change often feels like a disruption, a force that turns life upside down when we least expect it. It can come in the form of loss, failure, or unexpected challenges that shatter our foundations. In those moments, it's easy to focus solely on the discomfort and wonder why it's happening. However, painful change isn't random. It serves a deeper purpose. It strips away what no longer serves us, even if we're not ready to let go, and opens the door to growth and transformation. When life pushes us out of our comfort zones through difficult change, it forces us to confront our inner strength and resilience. These moments of struggle often reveal capabilities we didn't know we had. Or whether it's the end of a relationship that teaches us self-worth, or a career setback that pushes us toward a better path, the pain we endure becomes a catalyst for personal growth. It's in these moments of discomfort that we grow stronger, wiser, and more prepared for what lies ahead. Painful change also acts as a wake-up call, challenging us to reevaluate our lives and priorities. It disrupts complacency, pushing us to ask important questions. Are we truly happy? Are we on the right path? This reflection can lead to a clearer understanding of what we want and who we're meant to be. Although the process of letting go can be hard, it often leads to breakthroughs we never imagined possible, clearing the way for better opportunities and deeper fulfillment. Ultimately, painful change teaches us to trust the process of life. Even when we don't understand why something is happening, it's often laying the groundwork for something greater. The pain isn't there to punish us, but to prepare us for the next chapter. It shapes us into stronger versions of ourselves, giving us the tools and perspective to face future challenges with courage and grace. Over time, the purpose behind painful change becomes clear, reminding us that growth often requires discomfort, but the rewards are well worth it. Growth requires struggle. Growth is rarely a smooth or easy process. It is often born from struggle and adversity. Just as muscles must endure resistance to grow stronger, we too must face challenges that test our limits to achieve personal development. Struggle pushes us beyond our comfort zones, forcing us to confront our fears, limitations, and weaknesses. It's through this confrontation that we discover untapped strength, resilience, and potential that we might never have accessed otherwise. Life's most meaningful growth often comes from its hardest moments. Think about the struggles you faced in the past. At the time, they may have seemed overwhelming, but they likely shaped you into the person you are today. Whether it was overcoming a failure, navigating a difficult relationship, or rebuilding after a loss, those experiences taught you valuable lessons and built character. Struggles are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones, pushing us to climb higher and even further than each bird of man. Struggle also teaches us patience and perseverance, qualities essential for meaningful growth. It's easy to want instant results, but true progress takes time and effort. The challenges we face along the way test our commitment to our goals and force us to dig deep for motivation. Without struggle, we would take growth for granted, missing the lessons that only difficulty can teach. The process of working through hardship builds a sense of accomplishment and pride that cannot be achieved through ease alone. Ultimately, struggle is a necessary part of growth because it transforms us. It shapes not only our skills and knowledge, but also our mindset and perspective. Through struggle, we learn to appreciate the journey as much as the destination. We come to understand that every challenge is an opportunity in disguise, a chance to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Growth doesn't happen despite struggle, it happens because of it, reminding us that the path to becoming our best selves is rarely an easy one, but it is always worth it. Pain builds resilience. Pain is one of life's greatest teachers, and though it is uncomfortable, it has a profound role in building resilience. When we endure pain, Whether emotional or physical, we are forced to confront our limits and adapt to circumstances we may have never imagined. This process strengthens us, teaching us to recover from setbacks and face future challenges with greater courage and determination. Each painful experience becomes a stepping stone, showing us that we are capable of overcoming more than we initially believed. Resilience is not something we are born with. It is cultivated through enduring and learning from life's hardships. Pain pushes us to find solutions, develop coping mechanisms, and seek out inner strength that may remain dormant without the challenge. Over time, we begin to see pain not as a punishment, but as an opportunity to grow stronger and more prepared for the unpredictability of life. The scars we carry are not just reminders of struggle, they are badges of survival and strength. Moreover, pain changes the way we perceive adversity. After surviving difficult experiences, we become less afraid of future challenges because we know we have the tools to handle them. Each trial makes us more adaptable, more resourceful, and better equipped to navigate life's uncertainties. Resilience built through pain becomes a quiet confidence, a sense of assurance that shows no matter what comes, we can rise again. And this strength becomes a cornerstone of our character, shaping how we approach both the highs and lows of life. Ultimately, pain is a powerful catalyst for resilience because it transforms us in ways comfort never could. But it forces us to grow, endure, and persevere in the face of hardship. Though we may never welcome pain, we can recognize its purpose and the profound strength that leaves behind. Resilience is not about avoiding pain, but about using it as fuel to become stronger, wiser, and more unshakable in the face of life's inevitable challenges. Letting go is necessary. Letting go is one of life's hardest but most necessary lessons. We often hold on to people, situations, or habits because they feel familiar or comforting even when they no longer serve us. However, clinging to the past can keep us stuck, preventing us from moving forward and embracing new opportunities. Letting go is not about forgetting or giving up. It's about releasing the weight of what holds us back so we can grow and thrive. When we let go, we create space for something better. Imagine holding on to a closed fist that cannot receive anything new. Similarly, when we cling to old relationships, failures, or outdated dreams, we block the possibility of fresh experiences or growth. Letting go allows us to step into new chapters of our lives with clarity and purpose. It's a painful process at times, but it's also liberating. It frees us from unnecessary burdens and opens the door to opportunities we may have never considered. The process of letting go often comes with grief as we mourn what we are leaving behind. This is a natural part of change, but it's important to remember that letting go doesn't mean losing everything. Instead, it means honoring what has passed while making room for what's ahead. By releasing what no longer aligns with our values or goals, we regain control over our lives and focus on what truly matters. Letting go is not a sign of weakness, it's an act of strength and self-respect. Ultimately, letting go is necessary because it allows us to grow and evolve. Life is about constant movement and transformation, and holding on to the past prevents us from experiencing the fullness of what lies ahead. Letting go teaches trust in ourselves, trust in the process, and trust in the belief that better things are coming. It's a courageous act that transforms pain into freedom and creates space for new beginnings that lead us closer to the person we're meant to become. Every painful change carries a lesson. Every painful change carries a lesson, even if it's not immediately clear in the moment. When life forces us into difficult transitions, the initial shock and discomfort can make it hard to see beyond the pain. Yet as time passes, we often realize that these experiences were essential for our growth and understanding. Painful changes teach us about ourselves, our strengths, our limitations, and what truly matters. They reveal truths that we might not have recognized if we had stayed in our comfort zones. These lessons often come disguised in hardship, such as a failed relationship, a career setback, or a personal loss. Each of these moments challenges us to look inward, helping us develop resilience, empathy, and a deeper appreciation for life's blessings. For instance, losing something we once valued can teach us gratitude, while failure can inspire us to work harder or take a new approach. Painful changes are not punishments, they are opportunities for learning and self-discovery. The lessons we gain from painful changes often shape the way we approach future challenges. They give us perspective, showing us that we are capable of surviving tough times and emerging stronger. These experiences build our character and prepare us for the unpredictability of life. We begin to understand that setbacks are not permanent and that every ending can lead to a new beginning. The wisdom we gain from pain equips us with tools to navigate future storms with confidence and grace. Ultimately, painful changes are life's way of teaching us what we need to know to grow and evolve. While we may not always see the purpose in the moment, hindsight often reveals the value of these experiences. The lessons they carry help us become more resilient, compassionate, self-aware. Embracing the idea that every painful change is something that teaches us allows us to move forward with hope, knowing that even in our hardest moments, we are being shaped for something greater. You are not alone. When facing difficult times, it's easy to feel isolated, as if no one could possibly understand the depth of your struggles. However, the truth is that you are not alone. Pain and hardship are universal human experiences, and countless others have walked similar paths. While your challenges may feel unique, there are people to empathize, support, and share their wisdom and help you navigate through. Realizing that others have endured and overcome hardships can offer immense comfort and a sense of connection. Life's difficulties create an illusion of separation, making it hard to reach out to others. But opening up and sharing your experiences can reveal a network of support you may not have known existed. Family, friends, mentors, or even strangers who face similar struggles can remind you that your feelings and fears are valid. Leaning on others during tough times doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. Support systems remind you that you don't have to carry the weight of life's challenges alone. And when you're not alone also extends beyond personal relationships. Throughout history, people have faced adversity and found ways to persevere. Their stories are reminders that struggle is not a sign of failure, but a stepping stone to growth. Connecting with these narratives through book speeches or conversations, you can draw strength from the knowledge that others have overcome challenges and emerged stronger. Their journeys prove that hardship is temporary and brighter days are possible. Ultimately, the realization that you are not alone can shift your perspective on pain. It transforms isolation into a shared experience, reminding you that support and understanding are always within reach, whether it's through loved ones, a community, or the wisdom of those who come before you are surrounded by people who care and want to help. In life's hardest moments, this connection becomes a source of strength, empowering you to keep moving forward with hope and resilience. Hardship fuels progress. Hardship has an incredible way of fueling progress, even when it feels like a barrier. When we face difficult times, our instinct may be to retreat or get some beating. It forces us to dig deeper, to develop new skills, and to tap into a well of resilience we didn't know we had. Rather than holding us back, hardship can propel us forward, pushing us to find innovative solutions and become more resourceful in the face of adversity. In the midst of hardship, we learn to adapt. What we once thought was impossible becomes achievable when we are pushed to our limits. Every challenge forces us to confront our weaknesses and find ways to turn them into strengths. And the discomfort that comes with hardship is not something to avoid, but something to incline as it shapes us into more capable individuals. By facing adversity head-on, we develop perseverance and mental toughness that would be impossible without struggle. Moreover, hardship often leads us to reevaluate our priorities and sharpen our focus. When things get tough, we can no longer afford to waste time on tribulations or distractions. The urgency created by hardship often leads to clarity, helping us realize what truly matters and guiding us toward meaningful progress. Instead of letting difficulties deter us, they can serve as a reminder to stay true to our purpose and move forward with greater determination. Ultimately, hardship is not an obstacle, but a catalyst for growth and progress. The pain and struggle we experience along the way are often the very things that push us toward greater achievements. Our life's challenges, though difficult, are the lessons and experiences that refine us, making us stronger and more capable. With each hardship we face, we come closer to realizing our full potential, using the lessons learned to fuel the progress that ultimately shapes our success. Perspective is key. Perspective is key because the way we view a situation determines how we experience it. Two people can face the same challenge, but one may see it as a setback, while the other sees it as an opportunity for growth. How we perceive the circumstances we encounter shapes our thoughts, emotions, and actions. When we shift our perspective, we can change the way we react, allowing us to navigate difficulties with a sense of purpose and clarity rather than being overwhelmed by them. Our perspective also influences our ability to learn from experiences. Instead of focusing solely on the negative aspects of a situation, we can choose to look for the lessons it holds. What might initially appear as failure can often be a stepping stone to success when viewed through the right lens. By choosing to see challenges as opportunities for growth, we allow ourselves to grow stronger and more resilient, even in the face of adversity. Sometimes perspective requires a conscious effort to change. Life's difficulties can cloud our judgment, and it's easy to fall into a mindset of hopelessness or frustration. However, when we remind ourselves that everything is temporary and that we have the power to act, we can shift our view. By focusing on the positive, seeking gratitude, embracing the potential for change, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and outcomes. Perspective gives us the power to control our reaction to life's events. Ultimately, perspective shapes our reality. How we view ourselves, our challenges, and the world around us determines the way we move through life. A positive perspective can turn obstacles into opportunities, helping us build resilience and progress. Cultivating the ability to see things differently, we unlock the potential to face anything with confidence and strength, understanding that no matter what happened, our perspective is the one thing we have full control over. Transformation takes time. Transformation is not something that happens overnight. It is a gradual process that requires time, patience, and persistence. Whether it's changing your habits, mindset, or overall life direction, true transformation cannot be rushed. It is easy to become frustrated when progress seems slow. But the most meaningful changes in life take time to manifest. The journey of transformation is often marked by small incremental steps that, when added together, create a powerful shift in who we are and how we live. The process of transformation involves challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt, but these are all part of the growth process. It's not always easy to see the immediate results of our efforts, but every step we take, no matter how small, is a step closer to the person we want to become. Transformation often requires us to break old patterns and habits, which takes time to undo. It's through the perseverance of continuing despite obstacles that we eventually see the fruits of our labor. During this process, it's important to embrace patience and trust in the timing of our transformation. Rushing through change or expecting instant results often leads to disappointment and burnout. Instead, allowing ourselves to take the necessary time to grow and learn and evolve will lead to more lasting and meaningful results. Transformation is not about quick fixes, but about sustainable change that comes from consistent effort over time. Ultimately, transformation takes time because it involves deep, lasting shifts in our thoughts, behaviors, and outlook on life. These changes require dedication and a willingness to embrace the process, no matter how long it lasts. In the end, the time it takes to transform ourselves is worth every moment, because the results are far more profound and rewarding than anything that could be achieved through shortcuts or rushing. It's through time and persistence that we build the foundation for a new, stronger version of ourselves. Support system matter. Support systems play a crucial role in helping us navigate life's challenges. No matter how strong or independent we are, everyone needs a network of people who can offer encouragement, guidance, and comfort during difficult times. Having a solid support system means knowing that you're not alone in your struggles and that there are people who genuinely care about your well-being. This sense of connection provides the emotional stability needed to face adversity with a clearer mind and a stronger heart. Support systems offer more than just emotional comfort. They also provide practical help. Whether it's advice from someone who has been through a similar experience or assistance with tasks that feel overwhelming, the right people can make all the difference. They act as sounding boards, helping us see things from different perspectives and offering solutions we might not have considered. In moments when we doubt ourselves, support systems remind us of our strengths, of our potential, encouraging us to keep pushing forward. In addition to providing practical help, support systems foster a sense of belonging and community. I know when you have people who care about you and are invested in your success, creates a powerful foundation for growth. These relationships are built on trust and mutual respect, and they offer both a safe space to express vulnerability and a source of motivation to strive for more. But support systems can uplift us in ways we cannot do alone, creating a sense of unity that makes life's challenges more manageable. Ultimately, support systems matter because they offer the reassurance that no matter what we face, we don't have to face it alone. They remind us that we are part of something bigger than ourselves and that we have a network of people who will be there to help, listen, and guide us. When life feels overwhelming, knowing that we have a support system in place provides the strength we need to persevere. Through these connections, we gain not only the strive, but the courage to thrive. Pain leads to purpose and greatness. Pain, while often unwanted, has a powerful way of shaping our purpose and leading us toward greatness. When we go through difficult times, we are forced to confront ourselves and our limitations, which can be uncomfortable but necessary for growth. Pain teaches us lessons that comfort simply cannot. It pushes us beyond what we thought we were capable of, igniting a drive and determination to overcome obstacles. As we face adversity, we often discover our true strength and resilience, which can lead us to a deeper sense of purpose in life. Through pain, we gain clarity about what truly matters. When life forces us to experience loss, failure, or disappointment, we are often prompted to reevaluate our values, priorities, and goals. Pain has a way of stripping away the distractions and illusions, revealing the things that are truly important. In this way, pain often guides us toward a path that is more aligned with our true calling, encouraging us to pursue what brings us fulfillment and meaning rather than what is simply easy or familiar. Additionally, pain acts as a catalyst for greatness because it demands perseverance. Those who rise from pain often do so with a newfound determination to succeed, as they understand that nothing of value comes without struggle. The strength and wisdom gained from enduring hardship become the foundation for future success. People who have faced and overcome pain often develop a sense of confidence and self-belief that propels them to achieve greatness, knowing they have the capacity to handle whatever challenges come their way. In the end, pain is not just something to endure, it is something that leads to purpose and greatness. The trials we face in life shape us, teaching us lessons we would not have learned otherwise. These experiences help us grow into the person we are meant to become, one who is stronger, wiser, and more focused on the pursuit of meaningful goals. By embracing pain as part of the process, we transform it from something negative into a powerful force that drives us toward our purpose and ultimately toward greatness. In conclusion, the journey of transformation and growth is often paved with challenges, and though it may be painful, it is also deeply necessary. Change, especially the painful kind, serves a greater purpose by pushing us beyond our limits, teaching us invaluable lessons, and shaping us into stronger, more resilient individuals. Every struggle we face is an opportunity for growth, helping us to build a foundation for a future that is richer and more meaningful. Our pain perspective and the support we receive along the way all contribute to our progress, reminding us that nothing worth having comes easily. Through hardship, we learn that we are capable of much more than we originally thought. Pain may be a part of the process, but it is not the end, rather. It is the beginning of something greater. By embracing these challenges, letting go of what holds us back, and trusting that transformation takes time, we allow ourselves to move forward with a renewed sense of purpose. As we move through life, we must remember that we are never truly alone, and the support systems around us can make all the difference. Ultimately, every painful experience is not a detour, but a stepping stone on our path to greatness. In the end, the trials we endure, no matter how difficult, are the very things that will lead us to our true purpose. Embracing the lessons of pain, letting go of what no longer serves us, and having faith in the process can transform us into the best versions of ourselves. Life's challenges, though difficult, are the forces that shape us, guide us, and push us toward the greatness we are capable of achieving. So, As we continue our journey, let us remember that the pain we feel today is the fuel for the success we will achieve tomorrow. Thank you for taking the time to read and engage with this message. I truly appreciate your attention and your willingness to reflect on these important lessons of transformation, pain, and growth. I remember challenge you face is an opportunity for progress, and with perseverance and the right perspective, there's nothing you can't overcome. I hope you continue to grow, evolve, and find strength in every step of your journey, Steve. Goodbye for now, and I wish you all the best in everything you do. Keep moving forward and never forget that you are capable of achieving greatness. Take care.